Good morning, traders. This is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com. It is 3 minutes till 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, August 26th. So looking back at yesterday's session, right, just kind of a little bit of no bid on the VIX, right? The London was closed. We had a little bit of a push up to value area high on the Nasdaq, and then just into lunch, and then just the rest of the day just kind of drifted right back down. This solid blue lines where the bell opened yesterday, uh, just kind of went right back to it. And then as we look at the rest of it, you can see the spike up from Friday, right? Just kind of drifting and meandering a little bit down lower. Nothing really going on. If we look at, uh, the range, we had that once the bell opened, we basically screwed around after coming back down 70 points off of a high, went up 113, down 40, up another 100, and then spent the rest of the day dropping back down another 130, kind of right back to where we started from. Looking at what that did to uh, structure, just that you can see the drift down in the Russell and in the Dow, and then just which drug the ES. You can see how much weaker it was, getting below that overnight low late in the day and just holding there, while the Nasdaq was the relative outperformer, just really just retracing the value area that was put in place on Friday. And if we look now at that spike, and I talked about it yesterday, that the normal action would just be to stay in the upper distribution of Friday's action, and that's really what happened. In the overnight session, we've peaked a little bit lower than that, and then come up. You've got basically uh, Friday and Monday's points of control sitting right up here at 64.72 to 64.84. So that's where liquidity would be basically. And then as you look at the overnight session, I usually don't share this, but I'll pop it open. I'm sure, uh, you know, it's just this is under the microscope. But in the overnight session, after we, had that little bit of a drop, uh, and it's usually not that much, you just a bid on the 50, a bid on the 61.8, and then another, bid on the 50 and for the overnight session fibs. Uh, which again are under the microscope, but a little bit, buyers trying to peek back in after that, getting that little bit of a sell yesterday, getting a little bit discount under yesterday's low. So we'll see if they get rewarded or not. Um, and again, as you look at that Nasdaq, again, if you just draw a downtrend line on the tops of these high on the NQ, all that Friday push up was right to that downtrend line, and then it still looks intact. So we'll have to see if that can break or not. Well, the ES, again, uh, relatively speaking, has been stronger uh, for the most part ever since we hit these highs, uh, going back to July 30th. So looking at where we're at now in the overnight session, we had some underwater trades that went off in the Russell and in the Dow, and then the Dow has been holding under those basically the majority of the overnight session, while the Russell has just peaked back up over those recently. And trying to get back into yesterday's value area. They're all at value area low or below at this point in time. You can see that the Nasdaq kicked off a value area low, right? Overhead supply back down, but it keeps pushing into it. So we'll see if it gets back up there. For the point of control for rate for yesterday is 23,550. So you have to watch that. And again, for the ES, you're looking at 64.72 basically. So as we look at positioning real quick, we're kind of just in the middle of bigger ranges for the cash market, the SPX. Probably not going to see either extreme today. You're looking at 6,500 is still resistance, but there is some a large gamma up at 65.35 for today. Uh, but that would be basically 100 handles higher than we're currently trading now on the ES. I I'd be stepping out just before 6,500 at this point as a day trader. There's really no catalyst today to drive you higher. We got Nvidia after the bell tomorrow night, and then looking at the SPY, you can see 645 is the day wall, but the real resistance isn't up till 650, so which would be another 50 handles up. So basically, the day wall would be the first test that we'd have to see. That's going to come in just under yesterday's high of the day for the S&P 500, and then that would be basically right around 37 points, or I'm sorry, 27 points higher than we're currently trading. Uh, so you're looking at basically right around 64.79 or so on the ES, and that's where you would find that resistance. Again, just shy of yesterday's high of the day, and then you've got a large gamma here at right where we're trading at 642, about 3 points under that, and then you do have another large gamma. If you can break yesterday's high and you start a squeeze, there is a large gamma up at 648 for today as well. So again, just short of that 650 up there. And then looking at the Qs real quick, we're sitting here just kind of oscillating around 570 on the Qs, and 573 is the day wall. Uh, so that would be about 120 handles higher than we're currently trading right now on the NQ. So you're looking around 590 ish. 23,590 is around where that would be. And if you look up, that would put it right to value area high, the low side of value area high, right at R1. Uh, that's where that would be. And then looking at the lower sides, uh, the put wall for the week is done at 65. That's going to be about 200 points lower than we're currently trading right now on the NQ. So you're looking at around, let's just call it 275. And if we look at 275 down here, that's going to be under this um, single print, right? These thick lines that I've got here, this is where the single print started on Friday. We had that 9:30 to 10 o'clock candle while we were waiting on Powell to get on the mic at 10, and then from 10 to 10:30 we had that huge move up, and we had barely any retracement after that the rest of the day compared to the move up. This is where that bottom of that this is where that 9:30 to 10 o'clock high is. So you're looking at 23,342. So I wouldn't be chasing anything lower than that as a day trader. And you're looking at 64.28. And chances are, you can see in the overnight session we tried to get there where the overnight lows are just a little bit above those levels. But I would not want to chase down lower than that. That's take your money and run if we do end up taking trades that go down there, and just wait on setups tomorrow, in my opinion. I hope this helps. We'll see what Jack's looking at next.